Hey everyone, this is Helena, and I am here with Mike Goldstein, my best friend in the whole world. Welcome, Mike.
Hi, Helena.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, we're just a couple minutes late, kind of working out some sound issues. So hopefully you guys can hear us and see us okay. If not, just let us know in the chat. And we are so excited for this topic. For those of you who aren't familiar with Mike, he is the founder of Easy Dating Coach. He actually has the highest success rate in the entire country for getting his clients into lasting relationships. And I'm so thrilled to be with him. I haven't seen Mike in quite a few weeks since this whole quarantine started. So I've totally been missing doing live streams with Mike, and I'm so excited to have you here. Mike, is there anything you want to say on this topic before we get started? For those of you who are just joining, we're going to be talking about 20 questions you can ask a man or ask your partner, if there are any men watching this, to deepen the emotional connection and intimacy between the two of you. Mike, anything you want to say before we get started?
Yeah. Helena, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you very much. Doing my own nails and hair these days without being stuck on lockdown. But thank you. Yes, this is my very last thing today. So I'm totally excited just to relax and have fun and connect with all you guys. Thank you so much for saying hi. Let us know where you're watching from. And you're looking great too, Mike, as always. So before we get started, I'm just kind of waiting for some people to join, and thank you guys for saying hi and everything. We love you so much. There's been, I would say, 3 categories of questions I've been hearing. You know, with everything that's going on right now, a lot of people stuck at home. What I've been hearing from like 3 different kinds of women. And of course, let me know where you guys are at too. We love hearing about, you know, what's going on with you guys. First category is women who are single and dating. Dating now is just like totally online, right? They're connecting with men online. Maybe they're having phone calls or video chat dates, right? And they just kind of feel like things are just not going very deep. It's just like, hi, how was your day? Over and over and over for like weeks, right? Second category of women I've been hearing from is women who are like separated from their partner right now. Like maybe they live in different cities or states and they can't come together because of everything that's going on right now. So what we're going to share will help women in that situation too. And the third category is women who are in long-term relationships. Maybe they're married or living with their partner, and they just either they're driving each other crazy because they're both home all the time now, or they're just falling into a stagnant routine where things are getting a little boring, and they want to like reconnect the relationship and deepen the intimacy and spice things up. So hopefully what we're going to share in this video will help no matter what situation you're in. If you're in one of those 3 categories or any other situation, really, this could help you no matter where you're at in your life. So Mike, are you ready to get started?
Yes, let's do it. I'm ready.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to pop some of your comments on the screen after we go through some of these. And any questions you guys have too, we'll see if we can get to hopefully all of them at the end. I don't know how much time we have, Mike, but we love answering your questions. So make sure to do that. And yes, okay, so we already have someone right here. Mike, you're going to love this. I can pop them on the screen like that. So Teresa says, separated from my partner because of the quarantine, feel like losing the connection. That's exactly, so you're in that second category. What we're going to share will hopefully help you. And yeah, Mike, before we share the questions, can you talk a little bit about where these questions came from and how they work and maybe the study and what it showed? I love science and experiments and all of that. I'm sure the brilliant women in my community would love to hear about how these questions work and how this whole thing got started.
Yes. So on January 9th, 2015, the New York Times published an article, 36 Questions to Fall in Love, which was based on a study that a psychologist 25 years ago was like, I wonder if I could write 36 questions and get 2 strangers to fall in love like that. And he had that hypothesis. He's like, I think I could do it. And then he started testing it. And some people were actually falling in love, as insane as that sounds. And so for all of you folks that are on Netflix watching like Love is Blind or Married with First Sight or any of these shows or The Bachelor, any of these experiments of can people fall in love, can they get married? Well, this was kind of the original guy. And this, instead of a TV show, was actually science. So what I wanted to do is, ever since I got my hands on this 5 years ago, I've been using this with clients because it's allowing people to get more personal on dates, get to know each other faster. And so that's why I wanted to share this with Helena and her audience, because I'm like, oh, this pandemic and really just like dating in general, we kind of just go on dates and we wing it versus how awesome could it be if maybe on date 3, date 5, date whenever, or for even folks that, I was pitching this to Marty Batista on Dating with Dignity. I was like, you could do this with your husband that you've had for 10 years and re-get to know each other. So the way this scientific experiment works is the first question is like pretty easy, and then it just gets more intense as we go, all the way to 36 questions where it's a very intimate question where we really get to know each other. So I wanted to run through some of these questions. I thought it'd be fun to ask Helena so we could get to know Helena and myself a little better and experiment with this. And fun fact about this, some anecdotal evidence. The New York Times article that the person who actually tried this experiment, she ended up falling in love with the person she did it with, who wasn't a complete stranger. They like knew each other a little bit, but barely. And they did this. And then they went on a bridge and were staring at each other for 4 minutes, which is what you do after the 36 questions, which is very vulnerable. No talking, stare into each other's eyes. And they fell in love. So maybe not that night, but that got them close. And then they fell in love. And more anecdotal evidence. I've tried this with 3 different women in my life. And I'll be a little vulnerable. I can tell you all 3 times we ripped each other's clothes off. So,
wow. I already knew that story, but isn't that amazing just from these questions, right? So, oh my gosh. So I believe the psychologist who conducted this study was Arthur Aaron. So we want to give him credit for that. And I'm loving these comments, you guys. Oh my gosh. This comment from Leanne. I had a virtual date to a country concert last night with the guy on Zeus. It was so fun and so creative. I love hearing that. So many people are going, oh, like online dating, it just doesn't feel. So tell us how, if you feel comfortable, Leanne, tell us how that came about. I would love to hear it. That's so inspiring, right? This can actually be fun. Comment from Melissa. Me and my partner are separated during the quarantine. Our relationship fell apart. Currently aren't speaking. How do I reconnect? Okay, so hopefully we can help you guys out if you're separated from your partner, if you're living together and you want to like deepen the intimacy, or like Leanne, you're online dating and just getting to know men. This is perfect for that. So let's dive in, Mike. Thank you for explaining all of that. That is like, wow, I just learned a lot right there. I think that's amazing. What is that first question?
Before we hop in, I just want to, is it all right if I tell everyone the process we've been doing if they're single?
Yes.
So obviously we used to be doing a 50-12-1 system where we got people on dates in person, but right now we're in a pandemic. So what I'm doing now is 15-minute Zoom dates for the first date. Second date is an hour, hour and a half. And then third date, you said, you would make me so happy if we could do this 36 questions to fall in love. So on a third date is when we're bringing this out. And this kind of lets you determine, does this partner make sense for me? Is this a good fit? And then maybe date 4, date 5, you can figure out, do you want to meet in person? Or do you want to do some different date? But it's really kind of figuring out if this person kind of is a good fit for you.
And what about for women in relationships and they're just, having just boring routine nights and they want to kind of like bring this in to spice things up a little bit? Do you just have the Mike Goldstein formula? You'd make the happiest woman alive if you would do this with me, that kind of thing?
God, we've been friends for too long. That is exactly what you say.
Love it. I can read your mind now. So good. Okay, so let's dive in. So the first few questions are from this first set, right? There's set 1, set 2, and set 3, and it's like progressive when it comes to like, it starts off more just getting to know you and it gets deeper and deeper as we go. So I don't have the questions in front of me. I'm so thrilled and excited to hear them. What is question number 1? And feel free to, by the way, you guys, feel free to type your answers and in the chat, because men are going to ask you these too. I imagine they would say, okay, now how about you? And you want to make sure you have a real good, feminine energy language or response. So we'd love to hear some of your answers to this, and I'll pop them on the screen too if I see any ones that that we like. So go for it, Mike. What's number 1?
Yeah, and no wrong answers here, guys. Put whatever you want. So this is from set 1, question 1. So given the choices of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? Helena, since we're on the first one, who would you want as a dinner guest? Give us your answer.
Right now, I think I'd want you as a dinner guest because I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks, and I miss you. Oh gosh, that's a great question. Let me think about that. Who would you want as a dinner guest?
I would want John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, because he's like my favorite relationship coach, other than Us. I mean, I love Us the best, but I like John.
You've interviewed him before, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I love that. I would probably say, oh gosh, there's so many that I would want. Maybe Esther Hicks, who I love. You know, obviously I'm a huge fan of all the work from her. So that would be one. There's so many, but that's the first one that came to mind, other than you, Mike. Yeah, awesome. What's the second one?
So what to make this deeper whenever you want. So when she said Esther Hicks, what I'm curious about, like if Helena and I were on a date, I'd go, well, why Esther Hicks?
Oh yeah, I feel so incredibly inspired from her work. Every good thing that's come to me in my life was because I was using those kinds of principles, whether I was conscious of it or not. So yeah, I'm loving that. I'm loving your guys' answers too. Someone said Rory Gray, my brilliant mentor who taught me everything I know about relationships. Her name came into my mind too, but I've, met Rory and worked with her lots of times. So I was thinking maybe someone I haven't met before, but obviously Rory's brilliant. Oh my gosh, love her so much. I love this. You guys, this is so much fun. So yeah, what Seth MacFarlane or Amanda Seyfried. So is there anything else you want to say about that first one, or you want to move on to the next one?
Let's keep going. Okay. Number 2, and I know your answer to this one, but would you like to be famous? And if so, in what way?
What do you think I'm going to say to this one?
I know you're like, absolutely, I do not want to be famous.
Very true. What about you, Mike? Would you want to be famous? And if so, for what?
Yeah, I do not want to be very famous. I'd be willing to be a D-list celebrity so that no one would recognize me except maybe like someone from YouTube, like, but not a lot of people.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You guys can recognize me. That's it.
Yeah, you know me so well. Yeah, I definitely would not want. That's the last thing I would ever want. I love it. What about you guys? Would you want to be famous, and if so, for what? Would it be some contribution you had to the world? Would it be for something you invented? I'd love to hear from all of you.
Although that was pretty funny when we were at that our friend's birthday. And that fan was there, and she's like, "Oh, is that Helena Hart?" And then she wouldn't like come talk to you because she was so nervous.
Really? When was that? I don't remember that. Really?
At Anya's birthday.
Oh wow! No, I didn't even remember that. That's so funny. So Mia says, "Don't want to be famous. I'd like to be recognized for my books. I'm an author." Beautiful. Oh, I love that. Mia. So cool. Oh my gosh, what kind of books do you write? I'm so curious. Let us know. This is fun. I want to get to know my community a little better with these questions. This is awesome.
This is fun.
What is and then look, Laura Lou, she wants to be recognized as being a songwriter. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let us know. Tell me more about you. It's so cool. Okay, what about the third question? Or is there anything else you want to say on that one?
No, let's keep going. Number 3, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
I don't think so.
All right.
What about you?
Back in my old career when I was a sales executive, I would sit down with the partner of the company, and for big meetings, when I'm meeting with like a CEO or something of a Fortune 500 or a CTO, we kind of mapped it out so I didn't embarrass myself because I would tend to do that.
I can't even imagine you doing anything else other than what you're doing. I just know you as easy coach. I can't imagine you in your former career, former lifetime. This is great. Everyone's saying, I don't want to be famous, but I want to be recognized for my healing retreats. You guys are so amazing. I'd love to be known for my arts. Someone else loved to be known for my photography. You guys have all these amazing sides to you that I could, tell me more about that. See, I could see how these questions would say, tell me more about that. I want to know. So awesome. And I could see how this would spark more and more conversation. So I love it. What's the next question?
Oh, I really want to know the answer to this one. What would constitute a perfect day for you, Helena?
A perfect day? Just a day? I would say probably a good mix of alone time and time with other people. Maybe half alone time in the beginning part of the day and half social time out with friends or family, second half, probably. Lots of laughing, maybe being outdoors, feeling connected and just having a good time. What about you? Well, maybe I'm just focusing on that right now because I feel a little isolated with everything that's going on.
All right, give me a specific. What are you going to do with these people? Like what activity?
That's a good question. Maybe like a road trip or going on some kind of adventure somewhere I haven't been before, something like that. What about you?
Yeah, probably like a day trip somewhere that I've never been, or like just going somewhere that I've never been and exploring. Good food, good friends, good conversation.
Yeah.
Not surface level conversation, like more intimate questions like this, really getting to know people.
Yeah, love it. Love it. So
hey, can you put Alana up?
What?
4 up, Alana Wines. I just want to give you a quick shout out. Nursing profession. Thank you for saving lives right now.
Oh my gosh.
You're a hero.
Amazing. Total hero. I didn't even see that one. Thank you for pointing that out, Mike. Amazing. Yeah. I love that you guys are doing your perfect. I didn't know it was a date. I thought it was the perfect day. Is it a day or a date?
Either one. There's no wrong answers here.
I love it. Love it, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome, Alana. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Alana.
All right. You ready for the next question?
Yeah,
and
let's keep
going. If you
going.
guys are watching the replay of this, you can feel free to type in your answers and the questions and whatever, we love hearing from you. This is so fun getting to know you guys like this.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm getting some good date ideas as a man. I'm like, ooh, these are good ideas.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. When did you last sing to yourself to someone else?
I don't know if I've ever done that, honestly. What about you?
I was singing like 5 minutes before this started in the shower. I was getting going. You kidding me?
I don't think I've ever heard you sing before. That's so funny. I think this is maybe the most fun I've ever had on a live stream to date. I just feel like we're talking. Like Mike and I have been doing these like Zoom calls with all our friends and stuff like that, and just whatever. I feel like we're just hanging out. So it's fun to hang out with all you guys. Love it. Okay, what's the next question?
Yeah, just pop on Walk the Moon, and if you are sad and you put on Walk the Moon, there's no way to be sad after it.
What's Walk the Moon?
Like shut up and dance with me. That's
so Mike Goldstein song. I love that.
Yeah. All right, number 6. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Oh, interesting. Well, I'd say probably body, because I'd want my mind to expand. I'd want the knowledge that I gained throughout that whole 60 years, right? So
you're saying the mind, then you want your mind to keep
growing and expanding. Absolutely. I'm a completely different person than I was 10 years. You evolve so much every year, every decade. I'd want that to keep going. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I think what the question means is you'd lose your mind. So you're a 90-year-old. You're either going to have your body or you're going to have your mind's gone.
Oh, no, I want my mind to be there. But
your mind would be there and your body would be gone.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Right? What about you?
I'm the opposite.
Oh, I know you're the opposite, actually. Yeah, I didn't have to ask you that. Ilana says, mind.
I want to be able to walk.
Yeah, okay. All right, interesting. It's a tough one. So Dazzle says body. Oh my gosh, these are so interesting. All right, what's the next question?
Oh, wow. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I don't think so. Do you? Do you guys? Let us know. What about you, Mike?
I always have this daydream of how I want it to go down. It probably won't happen, but I want to rent a Ferrari and just go end it at, in my 90s, just go really fast, maybe off a bridge. But I probably won't do that because I don't think people will like that. If I have a family,
yeah.
But I could dream.
Some people are saying no, not really. Nobody's saying yes. None of you guys have a secret hunch. That's an interesting one. I didn't even know that was a question on here. All right, what's the next one?
Number 8. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. We're partnered, Helena. Tell me what we have in common.
We have everything in common. We are literally the same person, but just right. We're both dating and relationship coaches. We both have YouTube channels. We both have similar personalities. We both have what's that thing called that where we took that test where our friend Larry Michael said, you guys are literally the same person. What was that?
energetic genetics or something.
We're like, when we found out we were basically like twins. What was it? It was our the conservative financial logic, mental, emotional, sexual response type. What's some of the other ones? Activity level is the same. We're both figurative communicators rather than structural communicators. Everything, we have everything in common, right? Is there anything we don't have in common?
We do have a bit in common.
Our bank accounts, the way we do finances. I mean, literally, we have a lot in common.
I'm going to add one if that's all right.
Yeah.
I think we don't like to bother people. Like we don't want to like be a burden to, like, if any of our friends are out with us and they want to do X, we just, okay, you go do X. Like we don't want to stop anyone from what they're doing ever.
We both are natural kind of people pleasers, and we're both trying to overcome that. Probably the past year or so, we've both like taken big strides to like try and overcome our people pleasing tendencies. What was the question again? Mia asked.
What?
Name 3 things you have in common. What was that last question Mia's asking?
Oh, sorry. Name 3 things you and your partner. So whoever you're doing this with, name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. Okay.
Yeah, really good. Got it. Leanne says photography, real estate, spiritual, lost spouses. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So many things okay. All right. Next one.
All right. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Gosh, there's so much. So much. Other than like family, the ability to get to do what I want, in life, just to get to not having to work, get up and go to work, just making choices to get myself to a place where anything I do, it's because I want to do it. I want to provide value. I don't need anything from anyone. So I just kind of get to do what I want to do and go on my own schedule and sleep when I want to sleep and get, I think that's probably the thing I'm most grateful for right now, other than like health, family, the general stuff.
Cool. That's such a great answer.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm most grateful for my friends. I have a very small family. So we're only like 10 people in my family, and they all live on the East Coast. I just moved from New York City to California. So, my friends like Helena and, they're like family to me. So I'm lucky to have all of them in my life. And
oh my gosh, I don't even know what I would do. I don't even know what I was doing before. So yeah, these are awesome. You guys are so great. Really good just to practice what you're grateful for anyway, right? Okay, what's the next one, Mike?
Number 10. Wait, number 10. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
You asking me?
Sure, if you want to answer.
Sure. Let me think about that. Maybe and I don't think this wasn't on any fault of I have great parents, great family. I wouldn't want to not feel like I was a burden. I think that's where that people pleasing tendency comes from. Not feeling like I was an inconvenience, that kind of thing. That kind of subtle tendency, even though it wasn't intentional. What about you, Mike?
Hold on. So you, as a kid, you think you were an inconvenience to your parents?
Yeah, that's I think where that whole thing came from, for sure. Yeah, I've talked about that in videos and things like that.
Isn't every kid an inconvenience to their parents?
I don't know if they think that, but yeah.
So you actually think that? That's so interesting.
I can look back and see like that's where a lot of these things stem from is that feeling of like, if I wasn't here, things would be easier on my parents, financially and just logistically. What about you?
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's something I've shared before, and I think actually a lot of people can relate to the more I talk about it.
I don't have a really good answer. Can I skip this one?
Yeah, you can skip that one. Yeah, a lot of people say, Nicole says, nothing. I learned everything about who I am because of how I was raised. Yeah, I mean, it's same thing. I wouldn't really change anything, but if I had to pick one thing, that's what I would do. More structure and discipline. Yeah, you guys are so great. So what else? What else, Mike? What's the next one?
All right, question 11. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip this one. You skip the last one. I'm gonna skip this
All
one
right.
just for the sake of time. I'm worried we're not gonna get through all these questions. But that's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, that's a really good one because it forces you to kind of give the highlights because 4 minutes isn't that much time to walk through everything.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, 4 minutes now. Have been going for 30 minutes. My mind's always distracted. I'm always like looking at the time, looking at the comments. So for the sake of time, we'll skip that one. But let's go to the next one.
All right, number 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Maybe I have to think about that one. I don't have anything off the top of my head. Mike, what about you?
I want the ability to gracefully and with power and compassion be able to state my boundaries.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was literally just going to say that for myself. Totally. Yeah, me too. We talked about this last night. Mike and I were on the phone for like 2 hours probably last night with me going, sometimes I'm bad with boundaries in work situations and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I was the same one. State your boundaries. That was good.
I was reading this book last night, Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And one of a consultant, or I think it might have been Greg himself, was like a McKinsey consultant before he wrote this book. And so he's at a Fortune 500 and the CEO is like, all right, Greg, I need you to come in on Saturday. Like think Office Space. Okay, I'm going to need you to come in on Saturday. And he had great boundaries and great, deciding what was essential. And he's like, well, Saturday is the day I spend with my wife and kids. So he goes to the CEO of this Fortune 500 when he's a consultant where his job is to like be a yes man and do whatever they say and goes, I'm not coming in on Saturday. That's my day for my family and kids. So then the CEO who got like all these high level employees is like, okay. Then he comes back and says, all right, I convinced everyone to come in on Sunday for you for this big meeting. And he goes, well, Sunday is my day for God, so I can't come in on Sunday. So imagine like that was so cool. He goes to a Fortune 500 CEO and says, nope, I don't work the weekends. That is my boundary because I spend time weekdays. You got me, but absolutely not. So I thought that was really cool.
I need that. Whatever that guy, I need that kind of. Oh, Matt Martin's watching. Matt, we miss you so
Matt.
much. You and Mark Rosenfeld are supposed to be here right now in April, right? And we're all before this all happened. So we wish you were here. But we miss Matt. Matt is Mark Rosenfeld's amazing, incredible video production. We love him. We totally we're a huge Matt Martin fans. So glad to have you here. And Matt Schaefer is watching too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey Matt.
So awesome.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Love it. Matt, I would love to hear your answers to some of these. Both Matts. Let us know from a man's perspective. This is awesome. All right, what's that next question?
All right, number 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality, oh no, we did that one. Set 2. We're going to set 2, question 13. Okay. So we're getting a little more intense. Here we go. Set 2. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? I know your answer.
What do you think my answer is?
You want to know when the most amazing man is going to be involved in your life.
I don't want to know the future. Yeah, I don't want to know the future. Or
when it's going to happen, I bet you want to know.
Or is it currently happening right now?
Oh.
Yeah. What about you? What would you want to know?
I actually want to know that too, I think.
Yeah. We're the same. Oh my God. Love it. Oh my gosh. I love everyone's going, oh my gosh, well, the best coaches are here. This is like a party. So much fun. Love it. Yeah, I would want to know, oh my gosh, who my dream man is now. I would ask questions about like, is my current situation going to be my future situation? You know how I am. I always want constant reassurance about things. Normally I'd call you and ask for advice. So I'm so lucky to have like all the most amazing coaches as like my best friends that I can just, you know what I mean? It's so funny. We all help each other out. So yeah, I love it. When's the next question?
Number 14. Is there something that you dreamed of doing for a long time and why haven't you done it yet?
Is there something I've dreamed? I had to think about that. Oh, look at Matt Schaefer wouldn't want to know. Why wouldn't you want to know, Matt? You like the surprise of it, the unfolding of it? Not me. I want to know how everything's going to play out. I'm a typical person. Okay. Is there something I haven't done that I would like to? You know what? I can't honestly think of anything right off the top of my head. There's a lot of things that everything I've kind of set out to do. I feel like I'm doing it. Maybe traveling to more places or something like that. What about you, Mike?
Oh yeah. I was reading Tony Robbins like when I was, like 10, 15 years ago ish. Awaken the Giant Within. And I remember him talking about Fiji. And I set a goal that I want to go to Fiji. And I've traveled like around a lot of the world, but I haven't been to Fiji. So I want to go to Fiji, possibly like a honeymoon, but probably before then. I want to go to Fiji. So that is a life goal.
I'm like, no, that's fine. No, I've never thought Fiji, but that sounds awesome. I would love to do that. I love places like that. I would love to. Ooh, swimming with dolphins. Oh my gosh. Actually, I've always wanted to swim with dolphins.
I want to do that too. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Good one, DP. I love it. Awesome. Yes. Okay. This is so awesome. Hey, you guys. Oh, so Matt loves the mystery of the journey. Matt Schaefer. He doesn't want to know how everything's going to play out. That's great. I'm trying to be more like that, I think.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
We're not like that. We're neurotic, right? Yeah, and also Matt wants to swim with great white sharks, going to Wimbledon, seeing Federer play live, 3 months traveling across Europe, South. Wow, that's awesome. He's got it all planned out. That's so
Matt,
great.
you better get on the Federer. He's getting older. Matt, do it this year. I'm giving you a goal as your unofficial life coach. Go see Federer this year. Oh, Beth Dreyer. Hike my.
Oh, yay, Beth. Love you. Miss you. I heard you talking in the background when we were setting up. I'm like, is Beth home? I miss her. So great. Okay. What's the next question? I feel like I'm getting distracted.
All right. Number 15. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
I would say doing what I do now, just the feeling of getting to inspire women and help people all over the world. I would say that's definitely, for sure. What I'm doing now, getting to connect with all of you guys and helping you out and, waking up in the morning and just seeing dozens of comments like you changed my life or people I've never even spoken to. It's just like, wow, that is huge. That's been huge for me. What about you, Mike?
Oh, can I have two? But actually it's like four, but kind of two. Mine is, so since I graduated college in 2006, I always wanted to move to California. So mine is moving to California, starting my own business that actually just at the end of this year, I kind of felt like I finally had the revenue that is not embarrassing to, be on par with all my very successful friends. And so now I'm in the group with them. And moving out to California, I bought my dream car, lived 2 blocks from the beach. So accomplished all that in the past year. And then my original great accomplishment was I tore my abdominal, couldn't get out of bed without pain, couldn't walk more than half a mile. And that lasted for 5 years. And finally, with the help of my cousin, who was a athletic trainer, he got me slowly back to working out again, which if anyone who knows me, I love working out. So that was a huge accomplishment for me.
I love it. Yeah, me too. Obviously, and being able to walk again. I know it's such a weird thing that we haven't caught, but I for you guys, you don't know, I lost my ability to walk for like a year and a half, and just re-injured, got it about a year ago, and so the last year has been tough for me, not being able to work out and all that stuff. But I'm slowly starting to get it back. Mia says, my children are her best accomplishment. Love hearing that. So great. Let's see. Started my business at age 30. My kids, learning to stick up for myself and being more confident. Yeah, we need help with that. So great. Bodybuilding, figure comp. Oh, that's something you're into, Mike. So cool. I love hearing that. Okay, what's the next question? I'm worried we're spending too much time on these, but I guess we got lots of time. So do you have to go at a certain time, Mike? It's 10 minutes to 5 over here.
I'm not allowed out of my house when quarantined.
Okay.
Number 16.
Yes. Number 16.
What do you value most in a friendship? Oh, I'd be curious.
Oh, I don't know if anyone's ever asked me that before. value most in a friendship. Being able to be myself, and like you guys, my best friends, like know me so well. They like know what I'm about to, like, they just know the way my brain works. Just being able to be myself and relax and be comfortable and not have to always be on, so that, I think that's huge, other than the standard kind of loyalty, honesty, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just like being able to be myself and laughing and just like having the best time ever. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, same thing. I just want to be safe to be a moron and have people accept me for what that is. And so
everybody loves Mike. Everybody loves Mike. Mike's a part of my family adores Mike. Oh my gosh, they're obsessed with him. Everyone that meets Mike says the same thing. They go, Mike has the best energy. He's so great. Everyone needs a Mike Goldstein in their life.
Thanks, Helena.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, Teresa says being able to be myself. Also, sincerity, honesty. Matt says unconditional support and love, honesty and compassion, trust and compassion, realness, commitment to friendship. These are awesome answers, you guys. And the rest of them scrolled up too high, so I can't get to him. Oh, wait. Honesty and loyalty. Honesty. Love it. Okay. These are great. What's the next one, Mike?
17. What is your most treasured memory?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I got to think about that one. What about you?
Let's go to 18.
Yeah, but Beth does say everyone does need some. I totally agree.
Yeah, Beth. Thank you, Beth.
Everyone needs a Beth in their life too. We got to get Beth on here one of these days. Okay, what's the next one?
Number 18. What is your most terrible memory?
Yeah, something I'll maybe be comfortable talking about one day, but not right now. What about you, Mike?
Oh, wow. I just realized I was doing a lot of them. I'm on the wrong page. My most terrible memory. Can't think of anything.
Yeah, mine was something related that ended up going to, leading towards a painful breakup, which we talked about in our live stream. If you guys haven't seen our live stream on our most painful breakup stories, but it was the precursor to that happening, which was actually ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me. And just an avalanche of good things came my way as soon as that happened. But the stuff that led up to that breakup was, but pretty tough, which I'm sure you guys can all relate to, right? Everyone's had their bad breakup stories. Spine surgery. Oh my gosh, my husband's death. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, that's a tough question. What's the next one?
I was on the wrong page. Let me refine where we are.
I noticed that, but I
was. Let's go to. Let's do this one. All right, so guys, sorry, I was on the wrong page, but now we're back on 13. I'm on the right page now. Number 13, if you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living, and why?
I don't think so. I love my life. I don't think there'd be anything I'd change, other than probably what you said earlier, Mike, is the boundaries thing. I'd be better about standing up for myself and not being such a people pleaser. But other than that, I think, no, I don't think I'd be doing anything different. What about you?
Yeah, I would continue this coaching practice because I love it and I love helping people, but I would be traveling a bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a huge home buddy. So I love being home. I mean, I love being home when I'm allowed to leave the home and can go do the things I like to do, but I would also really want to go travel.
Yeah. Love it.
Some more.
So good. Mm-hmm.
All right, number 14. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items.
I think, we don't have time for 5, do we? Or what? How do you want to do this one?
Do 2 each.
2 each?
2 each.
So what is it? Share a positive
characteristic of your partner.
Oh, okay. So you want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike loves compliments, by the way. Oh, that's easy. You're so consistent, always there, stable, you're just super consistent, super reliable, amazing friend. And I think I talked before, just your energy is so good. You cannot possibly have a bad time if Mike's around. Even if he's not in the best mood or you're not in the best mood, everything gets better when Mike Goldstein comes around. So that's a good quality. What about you? Or what did you say?
I would say, like, even if I'm in a bad mood or just like being a total weirdo, you fully accept who I am. And even when I think I'm saying the most outrageous thing possible, you just smile and give me a compliment and laugh and make me feel okay to be myself. So I love that.
Oh, love that. Love that. I love what you guys are. I'm just reading all these comments too. Are you a Leo? I'm a Leo. Yes, actually, I'm a Leo. My birthday's in August. Let's see. I like these questions. Ambitious, faithful, listening and caring. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's?
I don't think my childhood was happier than most people's, but I do have a really amazing family. I don't know, warm. I don't know. I think my family's pretty. What do you think? Yeah,
I think
they're
so.
pretty warm. Yeah, they're not super physically affectionate, but yeah, they're very easy to talk to, warm, amazing. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, my family's awesome. Think like Jewish parents from Meet the Parents, and they just like vomit information from their mouths, kind of like I do, about things you don't even want to be talking about. Like super liberal Jewish parents, where to the extent you'll be watching like HBO After Dark stuff with them, and it's just totally awkward, but that's who my parents are, where nothing's out of bounds. So, which kind of explains why I talk about anything and everything.
I love it. I remember one morning you were here, you were like FaceTiming your parents, and they were like, Mike, what kind of haircut is that? They were like grilling you on your haircut. It was so, I was like, oh my gosh, I love, like, it's just they needed their own reality show, I feel like. Right? Yeah. All right. What's the next question?
Okay, we finally made it to set 3, so we're going to get a little more intense. And this is just a sampling of the 36. We're not giving you all 36.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know if I should say this now. I hope you guys stick with us to the end. We're going to answer your questions too. But if you want these written out, Mike is offering, he wrote them out for you guys free. He made a free report. There's actually 36, so you get even more questions. The link's in the description right now. Just click the link, sign up. You'll get instant access to all 36 questions from this study by Arthur Aaron that we're talking about right now, totally written out, which I know you guys are going to want. So go check that out. But yeah, what's the next one? Moving into
and also in that link, in case you guys want it, is a link to the New York Times article that was written in 2015 and a link to the study. So if you're a science nerd, you can go read the whole study and see what happened with the experiment. So cool stuff.
Yeah, so cool. I love it.
But for the people that just want to get to the business, 36 questions are right there, right in front.
I get that all the time. Can you write these out? So I know you guys are going to love that. Go get that for free. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Number 16, set 3, more intense. Here we go. Make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling ...
So like for me and you, we're both doing a live stream right now, like that. We're both doing a live stream. Like, okay, we're both relationship coaches. We're both, oh, it's like a little harder than I thought for some reason. You go first. I gotta think about this one.
Well, Helena, what are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excited for the evening I'm about to have after this. I'm excited. I'm excited to be doing this with you. I'm excited to be doing this with my community. I'm feeling happy that I've just been feeling so good lately. So is it all around feelings like that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So we are both happy and excited to be here connecting with you guys. We are both enjoying life right now despite the current circumstances, right? And I think we're both on a mission to help women love themselves more so they can attract the right partners or improve the relationship they're in. Is that right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Tristan, these questions are from a study by a psychologist. I believe his name is Arthur Aaron. And there's 36 of them. We're not sharing all 36 here, but click the link in the description and they help you to either get to know a man more if you're single or if you're in a relationship, deepen the intimacy and connection between the two of you. Great question. All right, let's move on to the next one.
And in the New York Times article, 2 people found love from this, and some of the people in the experiment found love. So if you want to cause that, you do this.
They found that actually asking these questions, even to a total stranger, actually does scientifically, it creates or deepens the intimacy between the two of them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, number 17. In set 3, the more intense questions.
I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot today. This is like...
That's my favorite thing to do is put Helena on the spot. That's why I'm here. Tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things you might not say to someone you've just met.
I feel like we've done this, right?
But now it's more intense.
I like that I can any situation that I bring you in, you add so much more to the situation, whether it's a family situation, a friendship situation, a trip, a night out, any situation. If you add Mike Goldstein to it, it exponentially gets so much better, so much more fun, so much more energy and excitement and happiness. That's what I like.
That's so nice of you.
That's true. That's just true. I'm not trying to be nice. That's like.
Oh, I want to give you a hug.
I know. You're so far away. What about you? Or do you want to answer this one or no?
Yeah. Let me think. What do you like about them? So our friend group is mostly men, and Helena's like the token female of our group.
That is true. We need more girls in the group. I think that's true. So, how did that happen? That's so funny.
The thing that I what I love about Helena is she brings this feminine energy and this like just magnetic pull to like want to be around her. And so she just, I don't know, you like everything everything that I want to do, and I want to be like around her because her energy is just so like she magnifies what I'm saying. She makes me feel more comfortable. She just receives it and isn't combative, where maybe with other men they're like, oh, that's wrong, or I could do that better. She sits in her feminine energy and just receives it and takes it for what it is. She's not trying to compete with me. She's just smiling and kind of echoing what I'm saying and making it more fun, larger. So I love kind of being around her because I don't have to compete. And it's just
that's cool.
Makes it easier to be around.
I didn't know that. This is so much fun. Thank you so much. I didn't know. I would never even think that. So awesome. Love it. All right, ready? And type your answers to this too, you guys, if you are with a man or dating someone, or we'd love to hear what you have to say on some of these deeper ones too. I like these ones. I like set 3.
Yeah.
How many more do we have? Or what's the next one?
18. When did you last cry in front of another person by yourself?
But another person or by yourself?
When did you last cry in front of another person? Question, or by yourself? Question.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so funny. I cried last Friday. Was it Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday night, less than a week ago. I was watching was it a movie or a mini series with the person who was here, and it was emotional at the end, and I cried, and that was the first time I cried in front of him, so I felt a little embarrassed, but it was like a great moment, and it totally brought us closer, so that was great. Last time I cried by myself was probably like probably like December, January, back when I was feeling really depressed. You guys know I had just come out of like a big major depression. So I was just having a really tough couple months, and I'm sure I cried by myself many times for sure back then, but haven't cried by myself since probably January. So what about you, Mike?
Well, I cried in front of Beth. I don't know if she knows this because she might not have been looking at me because I was probably trying to be manly and hide it.
That's so sweet.
She was having a tough day, and I know she likes animated movies, so I put on Pixar. Onward, phenomenal movie, and I definitely cried during it.
Oh yeah, those movies get me every time. Have you ever seen Up? Oh my gosh, I cried on a plane. I watched that for the first time on a flight to Hawaii or somewhere. I was crying my eyes out.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, those movies are the best. What about by yourself?
I mean, you probably don't know this about me, but I cry all the time when I'm watching any type of TV or movie.
No, I didn't know that about you. Oh,
probably a lot.
Beth says, oh, Beth didn't know that you were crying in front of her. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Beth, you're still here. Oh man.
You and Beth need your own reality show too. Brooke asked, at what stage did you ask those questions? You don't want to scare them. Anything you have to say about that, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's so cool about this. You can have this date on so what you're doing is having a whole date around these questions. And so you're starting at the beginning. So if you download the thing where you get the 36 questions, you could be doing this on date 3, but you're starting at the less intense questions. And I don't know if you just tuned in, Brooke, but now we're at the later, more intense questions. So you're going to start with the easier ones and then just keep, getting more intense.
Yeah, these ones are very intense. Oh my gosh, totally. All right.
But this is cool. Like you can build intimacy very quickly with a partner. And what I love about this is like Helena's and I's mission has always been to get people to fall in love efficiently. So that's what this is. Instead of just kind of whimsically going on dates and maybe not really getting to know the person, these questions kind of force you to get a little intimate. And even like you can see with Helena and I, we're asking questions and there's stuff, and we've known each other for years, that we don't know about each other that we're finding out literally right now.
That's crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you thought that, or I didn't know you cry when you watch stuff by yourself. Like that's amazing, So wow, amazing. Okay, love it. Are we on number 19?
19. Tell your partner something that you like about them already.
Didn't we do this one? Or
yeah, we can skip that for now. Okay. This is better.
I'll tell you. Okay.
You want me to give me a compliment?
Let's
take a compliment.
Mike loves compliments, by the way. Any compliments you want to throw at Mike, I'll pop them on the screen. You will make his entire week. He loves compliments. Let's see. Oh, something I like. I like the way your brain works. And so you can always make me laugh because I know what you're thinking. And you don't have to say anything, but because I like the way your brain works, I know the way your brain. You always make me laugh, even if you're not trying. Does that make sense?
How's my brain?
I like your ability to make me laugh, even if you're not trying to make me laugh.
Oh, how's my brain work, Elena?
It's just exactly like mine. That's how I know. You can just point at something and say one word, and I'll think it's hilarious and totally crack up. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 20. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also, ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
Oh, this is a really good one because as Mike will tell you, men love to help you and they're addicted to fixing things and solving problems. If you can give a man a task or something he can help you with, it does so much for the relationship, right? Especially if he's a masculine energy man, that will boost his testosterone, and he'll start associating that with you. He's going to start like thinking about you all the time if you can really do this, right? Is this something we should? I don't know. Do you have one?
Oh, I do.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, Helena. Because of this pandemic, and I've also taken a hiatus from online dating. I would like to start dating again. What do you think I should do?
and then I tell you what I think you should do?
Yeah, what's your advice?
Oh, I totally think you should go online, and you're the online dating expert. Use your system on your side. I think you should. I mean, I know you're an expert for women. You have your system for women, but 100%, I think it's a great time for you to go online and date and build connections and really get to know people. I think it's the perfect time to do that for sure.
Okay. Any words of wisdom for how to do it? Or
be yourself. Everybody loves you. You got it all going on. You're funny. Be yourself. Make just be your wonderful self. Just let them see who you are, and they what. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah. Watch your webinar on how to meet the love of your life. And I know it's for women, so it's a little different. It's definitely different for women. Totally different for women, actually. But yeah, I think you should totally do it. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I do it all day, every day. So
the more real you are, the more the girl likes you. There you go. I totally agree.
Ooh,
totally agree.
Love that.
Let's see. Lisa, yes, it is possible to get the questions on a printout. Actually, you're very welcome. And just go to the description. It's there right now. I'll add it to the comment section. And there's 36 of them. So you get some bonus questions, and they're all written out. So, yeah, there we go. Was that the last one?
Yeah, that is it for
awesome.
20 that we picked.
Yeah. I think this was so much fun. We're coming to the end of the hour. Perfect timing. I've never done a live stream like this before, but like this was amazing. I did not know I was going to be answering questions and getting personal about this. This is good for me, right?
Yeah, I love it. Way to get out of your comfort zone.
This is totally out of my. Normally, I'm the one asking questions, and then I can just like spotlight the other person, and that's where my comfort zone is. So this was so much fun. It was fun getting to know all you guys more too, and like hearing about what you do and what like what you're known for and all this stuff. Do you want to take a couple questions? There aren't very many, or do you have to get going?
Yeah, I'd love to answer some questions.
All right, here's one from Kathy. She says, "We've been chatting online and on the phone due to lockdown. When will we meet? Will that count as the first date?"
Kathy, I would suggest getting Zoom and doing a Zoom date.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get creative. Like you can do these 36 questions on a second, third date. Or like you guys could just decide to cook together and like bring your laptop over and be like, all right, I'm going to cook, chicken or whatever. And you guys cook and then you sit down and you eat together. So it's like you're having a dinner date. Or you could do like a wine and sip, or excuse me, a wine and paint, where you're like going to paint together. You guys could order it online and paint together and sip wine and get to know each other. Or you can play a board game, chess.
Yeah, someone said, Leanne said earlier, she went on a virtual online date, and it was like some kind of country concert. Maybe they were playing each other music or something, which I thought was super fun and creative. There's all kinds of things. This was fun. Thanks. Is Zoom like Hangouts without set? Yeah, Zoom is free. You guys can download Zoom. It's actually makes you look really flattering too. For some reason, doesn't it? It like changes. Maybe it has got some kind of soft focus thing, or it's not like this where it's like all. But yeah, it's totally free, and it is like Hangouts, and it's great, and you can just see the person, or you could do split screen kind of like this. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna scroll all the way back to the top as far as it'll let me go. And anything else you want to add, Mike? Anything else you want to say while I do that?
I just want to say thank you, everybody, for spending time with us. It's a Friday. Could be doing anything you want. And I just am very appreciative of everyone spending time with us. And really, I think like what I'm dealing with right now is obviously I'm not feeling much connection as a man, and really just as a human being. I'm seeing one human, maybe two every week, and having conversations with them live. And so even though I'm having Zoom calls, I'm missing out on that connection. So I'm just one, really grateful that you guys are interacting with us, because that's giving me some fun. But doing these 36 questions, that's why I a few weeks ago, I was rolling around in bed and I'm like, man, I feel no connection. And I feel like our following is not feeling connection. So I'm like, I literally like woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I got to fix this. So I'm like, how can I get them to have connection with people virtually? And I was like, they need to have this gift. So that's why we're giving it away for free, and advertising it like crazy right now, because it's really powerful. And like I said at the beginning of this, I've done it 3 times. And what you guys didn't know is I actually got engaged to one of the women I did it with. So I did fall in love by doing these 36 questions. So 36 questions to fall in love. This is a great way to build some connection, build some intimacy. And especially with men that, we always say men are not the emotional sex and not capable of being vulnerable. This forces them to be vulnerable. So if you can get them to agree to do this, you're going to get to know your guy really well and really fast.
Love it. Oh, I love everything you shared there. Yeah, Tris has actually had a date with a guy who had a list of his own, much like this, but shorter. We actually had a lot of fun with that. Thank you for sharing. So awesome. Someone else said, Mike needs to date. He will totally get anyone. Would he even fail? That's so funny that you
Oh, Brooke, thank you.
We did a live stream where we're like, it's funny, where we mess up all the time. It's so funny that I get that a lot. Like, oh, you probably do everything perfectly all the time. And yeah, definitely not the case. But yeah, this was so fun. Thank you guys so much. It was so fun connecting with you too. We should do more live streams like this where we're just kind of hanging out, connecting. Yes, he's a doll. Everyone's a huge Mike fan, as they should be. Mike is the best. Thank you for being here. Everyone go grab this written out. It's in the description right now. I'll also add to the comment section if I can. Do you want to talk about the private coaching or all? I don't know if you want to talk about that. I'll just leave that up to you. Anything you want to say on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it that if you guys are really interested in getting private coaching with Helena and I, after the link for the 36 questions, there's another link to get on my calendar to talk to me. So I could walk you through coaching with Helena, and I do coaching together. She only does coaching in the program in conjunction with me. So this is the only way to get access to Helena.
Yeah, I get emails. I get dozens of emails every day. Like, do you do private coaching? The only way to get private coaching with me is through Mike. And I'm so honored to be partnering with him because, like I said, he has the highest success rate in the entire country of getting women into relationships within the first, 3 to 4 months? Mm-hmm. Or, yeah. So we can talk more about that. You're very welcome, you guys. Yuma says, when will you guys do this again? I don't know. When do you want to, maybe in a couple weeks or something?
Sure.
Okay.
We're stuck inside.
Yeah, I know, right?
We'll be around.
Maybe in like 2-3 weeks, we'll do another one. We'll schedule something. This was super fun. I had a blast doing this, and we're perfect on time. So this was amazing. Thank you guys so much, Mike. You're the best. Obviously, thank you. Totally wish you were here, but this is a close second, just being able to connect with all you guys. So thank you all for being here.
Can I leave everyone with the joke I saw on Instagram?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So it's Friday. I'm working. Helena, it's Friday. We're done. It's the weekend. All right. Saturday. Weekend time. Okay, we're still in the same spot. Okay, we did it. We're on the weekend. I blew it.
Wait, what?
It was some celebrity did it amazing. He's like, Friday. He's like, I'm working. All right, Saturday. And then he was in the exact same spot on the same laptop. I botched it. I
was also getting distracted by the very sweet comments. Everybody said, okay, Emma thought it was funny. She's laughing. Okay, I got it.
Thank you, Emma.
I was reading all these okay, and also Yuma thought it was funny. She did the smiley face emoji. So funny. I was reading all these sweet thank you comments. Thank you. You're very welcome, you guys. We love you so much. Angelic Sparkles didn't like the joke.
I agree. I blew it. I wasn't my best.
Sensual Brunette and Elda are both laughing out loud. So have you guys seen the meme where it's like the guy it was like jeans, it's like put jeans on just to know what it feels like. I'm totally related to that. I'm in like pajama, like I'm only dressed from like the waist up right now.
Oh, hey, Elena,
but yeah, I'm not wearing like pajama, wearing like pajama pants. I'm not wearing like actual jeans.
This is the first time I put on a collared shirt in like months.
I know, it's so funny, right? Remember that one time you were over here, we were doing a live stream, you had like soccer shorts on that like didn't match the shirt. They were like bright red, and you're like, oh
right
no,
now.
you can see my, you can see my. Like, yes, you were wearing those. So funny. Oh my gosh. Yes, we love you guys so much. Jennifer says, thank you. I've been watching, hoping to learn healthy dating skills. Yeah, I have a lot of live streams and amazing videos and free things to offer coming up. So everyone stay tuned. Click the bell button next to the subscribe button so you get notified next time we go live. And yeah, this is like so much fun. I just don't want it to end because I'm like, oh my gosh, people and
people, finally some people.
I just like want to sit here and hang out with you guys forever. This is so fun. We'll have to do this again. Let's do one like during the week or a weekday or something. I think that'd be great. I would love that.
Yeah. We'll do
friends
in the middle.
I know. Have a great weekend, you guys. We love you so much. Download Mike's free report to get all these questions plus some bonus ones, 36 total, written out in the description right now. Yeah. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, love you guys. Thank you for joining.
Bye. Love you guys.